It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP. Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now an option play on 2nd down. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jackson, option right. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Jackson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be fourth down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there, but I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it, and offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Come on, teamwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Stop, big stop.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll give it to Samuel. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. we go with McCaffrey. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. was a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest, empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Cook now off the read option. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Cook again. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there. They've got it back to 3rd and 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays in total. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Purdy. That's over. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cook up the gut. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Jackson running again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Cook looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The head linesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No. Fullbacks block. Running backs carry the football.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Going option left on 4th and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Purdy will look to throw again here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
The absolute pinch is shut out, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.